before we start, also remember that if you are interested in photography, let's get there. I am an event photographer, and if you are interested in a photographer for your event, your corporate event, your church event, whatever event you do, you need a photographer, reach out to me. I am there. I can do your project with love and care and get you some great photography for your event. Also, we want to also thank our sponsors from Rolling Clouds, Patreon community, Aramits. And if you want to be on this wonderful thank you sponsors list of sponsors, just make sure you just reach out to me and we can do that. You can join through our Patreon, but we can also talk in other ways. Also, if you're interested in learning photography, I teach photography virtually, and you can learn how to photograph your world with my conversation with you, teaching you how to become a better photographer. Okay, there you have it. There you have it. Okay, are you ready for the lesson? Are you ready for the lesson for all you photographer lovers? This week is Halloween. So let's talk Halloween, mastering Halloween parade photography. Let's get this in. Let's get it in. 1. With Halloween approaching, it's time to gear up for a spooky, fun, and fantastic photo opportunities. Here are some tips to help you master photographing your city or town's Halloween parade. Scout your location. Find a spot with a clear view, avoiding backlight from street lamps. Say that again. Find a spot with a clear view, avoiding backlight from street lamps. A good way to do that is to really, I do this as a photographer, as I do photojournalism, as I'm out in the streets and I'm roaming around taking photos of things and then, of subjects. I always find a lamppost anyway. I find a lamppost and I get under that lamppost. So that way, if something breaks out in the crowd, I have the lamppost to undergird me and to hold me steady, and that the crowds, if they're running, they can run past me because I am now safely tucked around the lamppost. Number 2 about the lamppost is that if you stand under the lamppost, guess what? It gives you light. So as the parade is going through, because most Halloween parades are at night, so you want to get that light. So the light coming down from the lamppost will give you the light to photograph your subjects. So you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone using the lamppost in your city or town. Next, dress appropriately. Blend in with the crowds to capture candid shots. Costumes encouraged. Now, when I go out to, I'll be out here in New York City, we have our Halloween parade. I will be out there. Usually, I keep mine simple. I usually wear one of my football jerseys and maybe paint my under my eyes black or whatever and act like I'm a football player. And believe me, I am acting. But so I just kind of keep my outfits, my costume very simple so I can take photos. I usually have a team hat on that matches. So I'll wear one of my teams and then put the hat on. But then my hat's usually backwards so I can easily put my camera up to my face and take pictures. For those that still do that, because some people just hold it in their hands and take pictures. Or if you have a smartphone, you can just do that as well. Okay, so next one. Capture the atmosphere. Don't just focus on the parade, photograph the crowd, decorations, and spooky details. So what I like to do when I'm photographing parades is I like to look down to the left of me and I like to look down to the right of me, and I photograph the people engaging, laughing, yelling, getting into the music. There's some kind, especially Halloween parades. They have like in New York City. There's this one group that does the Michael Jackson dance, from Thriller. And it's like usually about 100 Thriller dancers, and they do their dance walking down 6th Avenue here in Manhattan. So I know that's coming. So, but you not only take the pictures of the people going down in the parade or dancing in the parade, but you want to catch the people as they're interacting with the people that are dancing in the parade. So that way you tell your story. Remember, photography is about telling your story. Okay, next. Use a fast shutter speed. Now, that's kind of difficult in night light, but make sure you, for those that have your regular cameras, like the professional camera or the cameras, you can change your ISO. Bring up your ISO. Don't be afraid of the grain. Don't be afraid of the grain. It is still better for you to bring up that ISO so that way you can get the picture. But also, parade floats and participants move quickly. So set your camera accordingly to avoid blur. How does that happen? Again, like I was saying, bring up your ISO, let more light into the camera, or I should say, allow more light to your sensor to be more sensitive to the light. Let me be more correct there. And then you can then adjust your shutter speed on how fast you want to get it up there. I usually use in a parade, usually around 200 to 300, usually 250, 320. That's usually because if they're dancing and moving. 320 is my safe spot, my hot spot, and I just bring my ISO to coordinate with that. Okay. Next, get creative with angles. Shoot from high and low angles to add drama and uniqueness to your shots. Okay, make sure you do that. Different angles. Don't shoot just head on or in front of someone. Move around. Take pictures from below. Take pictures from the side. Take pictures from up and down. Okay, there we go. Next, edit thoughtfully. Make sure you use your apps. You have apps, Lightroom, Snapseed, Adobe Photoshop, all of these different editing tools. Use them to make your photos better. Folks say, Ron, do you ever put photos out without editing them? 90% no. 90% I edit all my photos. 90% of my photos are edited before I put them out into the world. Even if it's a little edit, because I just may want to need to crop it. I may need to just add a little extra color to it because I shoot in RAW. For those that don't know what RAW is the best way to photograph because you can have control over everything that's in your frame. You can control the colors. It's like using sliders in a music board. Okay, next. And these are some pictures from parades. Get close, good details, focus on faces, costumes, right? The whole, whatever the holiday, but this is Halloween. Get in there, dive into it, look at it. Okay, here we go. Enjoy these tips and have a hauntingly great time sharing your Halloween parade with the world. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more photography tips. So make sure you do that, guys. I hope that helps someone today. I hope that when you get out there and photograph your world, the parades that are going on this week, pretty much on Halloween, there's going to be lots of parades around the country. I don't know if they celebrate Halloween in other countries. Do they? I don't know. Is that an American holiday, or is it? Do they celebrate Halloween in African countries or the Caribbean? Or I know in Europe they celebrate Halloween, but do they celebrate in other parts of the world? I do not know. If so, let me know. Let me know what countries out other than Americans and Europeans celebrate Halloween. Don't know. I am stumped on that question. Okay, guys. So if you have an answer for that question, put it inside the comment box. Put that in the chat. I hope that this was great for you. Thank you for joining me for this amazing time